When you're creating or copying a document that you're going to use multiple times, it may be helpful to make a template so that every time you don't have to type in the same information. We'll make an example with our weekly organizer. So here's a weekly organizer that we don't have access to but are expected to fill out. So we're going to go to File over here and we're going to make a copy. But when we make this copy, we don't want to just copy it over into your drive with some willy-nilly name. We want to make sure that we have it correctly organized to make your life easier. So let's say that you are making this weekly organizer for your history class. So you want to put your name, then history, weekly organizer. So if you have a more specific course name, obviously you'd put that. So if I was teaching history, World History 1, I would call it that. Go to My Drive, and then you want to create a folder for this so you always know where to find it. So we're going to title this 2020 History Weekly Organizer. And now every time that you use this document, it'll end up in the same place. So click this check and put that here. The reason I've typed 2020 is that means it comes to the very top of your Google Drive, so it'll be easy to find. So if you're using a file a lot, that's a good place to put it. So now here we have our new document popping up. And this is our weekly organizer. And so I'm going to actually call this the weekly organizer template because we're actually going to make multiple copies of this document, but we want to put our information in here first. So that way you don't every week have to come back and type in, say, history. So course block or periods. So you may want to say, so first period, we are at Langley High School. And then you'd put the teachers here. So here I am. And so if you want to insert the link to the teacher's email, you're going to highlight the name. And you can either go up to this linky thing right here, which says insert link, or you can right click and go to link. And in the link box, you type mail to, all one word, colon, L.A. Fisher 1, and you type in your email address. Oh, that's, sorry. And then click apply. And so when it goes, it's going to send an email to me. If you have a message to parents, students, and families you want to send every week, you may want to type that in here. So I might type in here, lesson plans are subject to change. Please check our Schoology course for more information. Now, a few things are going to change throughout the course of your time. So if you're only using this for first period, you'll add your time for first period here. So you'll add those there, and you'll also add if it's first period Tuesday and Thursday. But for the most part, you're going to leave the rest of this blank because every week you're going to come back and you're going to add the dates, and you're going to add the assignments in there. You also may want to scroll down and delete this section because that's suggestions for you. So now you've created your template, the next thing you'll want to do is create the one for your first week. So we're going to do the same thing we just did. We're going to go to File, we're going to go to Make a Copy, except for instead of calling it Copy Of, we're going to call it Organizer Template, Organizer, and then you might want to put the date. Next week is 9/14 to 9/18. And then every week when you do this, you'll have all this information and you don't have to type in your name, you don't have to type in the course, you don't have to type in all those other things. You may want to be specific about what period it is. With that said, if you're using it for, say, Green Days, you could type in Green Day and then you would only have to make it for one. That's how to make a template. So here you go. So this is how you make a template so that every week you don't have to type in the same little nonsense. In our next video, we'll show you how to link through to your Schoology page so that you can make this work for you quickly.